Well, we saved it from the graveyard temporarily, at least. This is going to take a bit.
Projects keep adding up.
At some point, every project goes from, this will be fun, to, okay, now we actually have to fix this thing.
We're finally getting to the point where this might start heading back in the right direction.
So now we're faced with the question, can we get this van any closer to going back together? Or do we need to get used to the idea of topless camping?
You ever think to yourself, gee, maybe I should have done something different?
We're going to get this topper back on.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Retro Revivals, and we are going to be working on this fabulous convertible van.
Yeah, we ended up, maybe raising the roof a little early on this one. It's sat like this now for quite a while, and we are going to start trying to figure out how to get that topper back on.
Yes, let the games begin.
So here's the top outside. We've got these amazing horns, but just as a reminder, we ended up cutting this off. This is the drip rail on the van, which was completely rusted, and so when we took the topper off, the drip rail came with it, and that is what we're trying to figure out how to remedy.
Just to give you guys a quick description of what's going on, like Christy said, we've got some rust issues, and they are not.
Well, this is the worst side. I mean, show that side. It's better.
Oh, it's better?
More hopeful.
Okay. Oh, yeah. This is way better.
It is.
So this piece here is structural. This is holding the inside structure to the outside of the van here. This is where the drip rail would have attached to the van, and obviously it's no longer there. So what we've got to do, we've got to figure out how to remedy this metal here. We've got to put us a new drip rail on for the topper, and ultimately, don't worry, that's paid for. And ultimately get this back together, but you can see we've got our work cut out for us. First and foremost, what we need to do is get some of this rusty metal kind of ground down and get back to good metal. So I'm going to take this flappy disc here and go along this side. And Christy, what are you going to do?
I think I'm going to have a cutoff wheel. We've got some rusty screws and whatnot up along the top. I'm just going to zing those off, and we'll be ready to put the top on.
One step at a time. Let's get to zinging. So as we're working on taking off the rust and trying to get down into that good metal, it's going to take a combination of tools. That's why I was working with the drill and the abrasive wheel. I've got this drum tool. This thing eats pretty good, but this is not an aggressive disc. I think this is like 120 sandpaper, 120 grit. And so that's just going to take this paint off here and get us down to good metal. That way when we set our top on there, we can do our seam seal and everything that we need to do, and we're going to have good clean metal to do that with.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a long way to go. We're gonna keep grinding on this tonight. Go in for dinner, we'll come back out, get some work done. So hopefully when you see it tomorrow, it looks brand new and amazing, I guess. But
there's gonna be a lot of labor hours here.
Yeah, so there's no like how-to guide for doing this kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure best practices, but there's no, hey, what do you do for a 1970 Econoline where the camber top came off and it's all Swiss cheese metal and you need to put a new drip? Like there's not, so we're figuring out the best we can. We're gonna try some techniques. If they don't work, we'll switch up the plan, but you know, it's a little intimidating, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say AI's probably got an answer for it.
That sounds like a serious but rewarding project. First, you'd want to clean out all that rusted thin metal, cut out what's too far gone, and weld in fresh metal patches. Once you have a solid structure again, you'll fabricate or buy a new drip rail. Often aluminum works well. Measure carefully, attach it firmly, and ensure it's sealed against leaks. Then you'll reinstall or rebuild the camper top, ensuring it's watertight and anchored securely. Slow and steady, but it'll be worth it once that plastic van's ready for the road again.
These are strange times, my friend.
I will say, I do have a background in auto body work, paint work, things like that. So we're not complete novices here, although extensive rust repair and patch panels and things like that, not necessarily my specialty. So like Christy said, we are going to kind of learn as we go. There are some best practices. We'll follow that to the best of our ability, and it'll turn out like $1 million, right? We're back at it, a beautiful sunny day. I mean,
Spring is springing.
it is nice outside for once.
Yeah.
It was kind of a surprise to walk out and see the van here in this condition this morning. We've actually started to work on it, which is, I mean, we've been dreading it.
We have a little, okay, so truth be told, we've been dreading it a little bit because it's a huge project. And this step in particular, we're nervous about. There's so much rust and it's not in good shape up there. This isn't in our wheelhouse.
This is a key component. If we get this right, everything else will just go flawlessly.
Yeah, or we'll just go down the road and the top will just fling off.
Yeah, we'll park it on the side of the road and walk away.
There's always that.
Anyway, we got our metal work ground down on the van side to the point where we are ready to spray our rust converter up there, and we did order some sheet metal online, which is nice. They're going to deliver that. I think it's like 3 days out or something like that. We got that. We got a metal brake now. We're going to bend our own metal, put that in there. We'll show you all that when we get to that. All the paint is stripped off of here right now in the key spots, but we do have a lot of pitting, and we are going to have to grind where we're going to spot weld. And again, we'll show you that in greater detail. That was a hole where they ran a big bolt and washer through for the seat belt. That's custom.
So here we are in the van. It's a Butte. It's kind of intense. We're going to end up spraying some rust inhibitor up here. Before we do that, there's a lot that we need to vacuum out. Here, let me just crawl up over here. So we've got all this rust. Some of this we knocked off, some of it knocked itself off. We're going to vacuum that out and then spray it down.
Vanna, tell them what they've won.
We're going to hit it with some Optiflow. We've used some different rust stop stuff. This seems to be a little cheaper maybe. Ace Hardware around here, I don't know where you might get it, but we're going to hit it with this. It should turn black and basically start to prevent the rust from getting worse. So we're going to hit all the bare metal with this stuff.
Awesome.
Ready?
Yep.
There's not big like skull and crossbones on it, so I don't think it's too crazy.
Something called acid.
Just kind of soak it down pretty good. I'll hit it from the top, and we're going to want to hit some of the underside and some of these areas too by the doors, but got a nice little puddle going there.
Oh, yeah. Washes windows.
Yeah, I'll come to the outside to do some of that, but. It says you're not supposed to paint for 24 hours, so we were hoping to get our first coat of paint on it today.
Sarcasm? Yes.
It'll be a little while, but we should be okay with that 24-hour window. Let's just put it that way.
It's got an odor to it. Not noxious, but I wouldn't say pleasant like lilacs or anything.
Yeah.
No, it does sting the nostrils.
Acid.
Well, back up.
Well, I'm back.
Are we going to end up doing all new wiring for this? Or are we going to reuse?
Oh man, I'm gonna splice some old junk wire in there to go along with that stuff.
Babe.
No, you can't do all this work and leave old junk wires.
Oh, so are these just here to remind us like where wires
Exactly.
might need to go?
Well, we'll probably not even need the reminder, but they're there for now. We'll run new wire.
Hope it doesn't do anything to our Corinthian leather up here.
True. It
Is
could.
this metal?
It could cause some problems.
Growed.
Okay.
Hit this.
And I'll let Christy keep spraying everywhere, and we'll get back to you.
Knocked off a little rust here. Well, since we're not going to be able to paint today, next up is getting the actual topper in here. And it's been on this trailer for a little while. We're going to back that sucker in here. We've got some, what do you call these? Fender stands?
Yep.
Straight from Cambodia. And we're going to drop that topper, hopefully, right onto those.
Let's see how it goes.
There you go. You need help?
No,
No.
I'm fine.
There we go. We've got a chain hoist lifter thing connected to the ceiling here. And we still have this little frame we built with the hook inside. It's an H shape. So hopefully we can use that hook, hoist it off of this trailer, and drop it down onto those stands.
I made it. Half the work is done. Part of the drip rail came off with the with the topper.
Done. No, so this is the drip rail that was slid up and into the topper here. And we have a multi-part plan. One part is to put metal on to cover that rusty bit and just reinforce the whole top, give us a clean surface. And the second part is to sort of replicate in a way, not exactly, but a simpler version of this. So this is the original drip rail. I don't know, can you see the profile? So we're gonna try to do a similar, we'll just do a J basically, but I don't know why the whole thing, the whole van, the drip rail was completely full of this stuff.
It's supposed to
like
be seam sealer, but yeah,
it's full. So like, it's no wonder it didn't channel water like it was supposed to, and it just threw the water right into the van. But anyway, we have here too, you want to get in here. This is like a butyl type of tape that this was what was holding the drip rail to the topper. So we're going to do something similar, maybe panel bond, and try to keep water out that way. But yeah, this whole beauty came right off of our topper. So next step, we get our metal in. We try to bend it up, which, you know, it'll be fun. It'll be an experiment. And we're going to get this topper back on. We're pulling a quick audible. We got it off the Cambodian kickstands. We brought it out here into the driveway. It's such a nice day. We're still waiting on the metal, so we don't want to waste this time and lose the momentum that we're feeling we're getting on going on this van.
Why don't you tell them why we lost momentum during the winter?
I adopted a sourdough starter. You guys, this thing is time consuming. You can't just let it die.
It's like another pet.
It is. So here's the new plan. We're gonna power wash this, get it cleaned. While it's down, while it's not on the van, sand it. I don't think we'll get all this tonight. The sun's going down. Stop.
We're not gonna hit it too hard.
We're gonna hit it medium hard. Here we go. We made it just before the sun went down. The topper's looking pretty good. Upon closer inspection, the paint is, I don't know if you can see, there's probably a name for this. It looks kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow.
It's crow's feet.
I'm calling it 5 o'clock shadow.
Or
Look at
it's
that.
checked.
Do you want me to show your neck beard? That looks exactly the same.
No, my neck beard's worse, but yes. Christy says that this is ready for paint, so we're gonna do a light scuffing and we're just gonna slather on some primer.
I would. Tyler would never have it. Show him what you see.
I mean, it's checked all over, but there's some bigger cracks, namely up in this area here, if I can get out of my own way. There's a huge, web of cracks there. So the key to this is gonna be when we sand it, here's some more cracks. The key is going to be to sand these cracks out of this, because if we paint over any of these cracks, they are almost immediately going to come right back through and ruin your new paint job. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. This is going to take a bit.
Projects keep adding up.
Yes.
But we're determined.
Part of us are determined. You ever think to yourself, gee, maybe I should have done something different
with my life?
Yeah. All right. Well, we saved it from the graveyard temporarily, at least. So we'll keep working on it. Christy and I are ready to get some sanding work done. We're going to work on the topper. We have got some minor details that we're working through. Let me show you. So I was in a fury getting our air line hooked up for our air compressor. And then I came to the conclusion, I don't have DA paper for my air sander. So anyway, we're going to resort to what Christy's got in her hand here, little electric hand sanders. They're going to work just fine for what we're doing. We're using 180 and 220 on the paint here, or what's left of it, to get down, those cracks and the check marks and things like that. We need to get those out of there for our first coat of primer coming up. We are going to take off the roof vent here. Christy's favorite air horns have got to come off too. I know. Thinking about putting those on our minivan. And we're going to wind up taking out these windows so we can sand around there. But right now we're going to leave them in because they are providing some structure for our camper topper.
Here we are. It's looking great.
Yeah, so far
so good. Have we learned
good.
any lessons to this point?
Yeah, I think the 180 grit is way better than the 220. And I think we're going to run and get some more sandpaper for the air compressor DA. the cracks and the checking go into the gel coat, which is a concern. I don't know where to stop, but Christy would just as soon stop sooner rather than later.
You're going to sand through the whole thing. And we don't want to get into serious body work. We want it to look nice, but this is the top of the camper top. And we're most certainly going to have solar panels up here. So I just don't think we want to get too deep into perfection. We don't need to win all the awards. Maybe 1 or 2 awards is fine.
What kind of awards do they hand out for this stuff?
I don't know. Body awards.
The award for the cast with the most awards. Award.
Yeah, we'll probably do good enough, but not great enough.
I mean, unless you're peering with a magnifying glass. Once it's primed, probably have to sand it again, painted. It's on the top, under.
Just between you and me, I don't think she knows how many times we're going to have to sand this. It's going to be a bunch more.
He's going for perfection.
We're just getting
started. We're doing this in a body shop. I'm going for, this is a camper that we're going to drive into, probably a tree.
or a river, sure.
So anyway, yeah, I think we need to go get some sandpaper for that DA, my little mouse sander thing. And they swindled us. Okay, so the reusable sandpaper, it's scored right here. So when you go to take it off, you're supposed to be able to wash it. It rips clean in half.
There's $5 we'll never get back.
Who makes this?
Oh, I know who. The devil.
One of the many tools of the devil.
I think it is a Diablo store. Anyway, probably not worth it. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back from getting sandpaper and groceries, and I'm finally taking out the final screw. They all came out. Miracle of miracles. So
that is a pretty good one.
It's going to be, hopefully, it's butyl under there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gentle.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Butyl stays soft for so long. So now I'm just gonna, maybe I'll just sawzall this thing and get it out of here. I mean, or I have to zip tie it to the chain. But
you can sawzall it if you want.
Yeah, so we can get around that a little bit better. It's looking great. And then Tyler, he's about to go to town.
Got it working.
Oh,
finally.
Yeah. This air project has been
ongoing
for a long time. So this is exciting for many reasons. Ooh, look at her go.
All right.
What do you think?
Works like it's supposed to. The key is the foam backing pad.
He said the key is the foam backing pad.
Yeah, you are able to get into contours and stuff like that, some of the edges and creases along here, so it actually conforms to that. It works really well.
All right, I'm gonna go get the Sawzall, probably zing that off, and we'll be back.
Okay, there you go.
Cut the metal, it doesn't want to cut that stupid plastic. Oh, there, it's cut.
Okay.
All right.
Got it?
Oh, hang on. So, seriously, how did it get around that? Hercules.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules.
Here it comes.
Christy's pride and joy.
I know, we're gonna keep these. So sadly, these horns don't work anymore. We might be able to get them working again. Or we might have to get a new set. Oh shoot, am I just spinning some?
See if I can see it. Yep, it's just spinning.
Dang, nab. What is on there? Like, if I had a
it's a
crescent
nylon
wrench?
lock nut. Yeah, if you had another
All right,
wrench.
Hang on. Oh, this is gonna be good. Doing this blind. Guide me.
Wrong one. The other one beside it.
I don't feel another one.
There's two. There's that one. That's the air. And there's one
This
there.
way?
Yep. Okay.
I don't feel
know-
my finger.
I know.
Okay.
Well, you know what would make it probably a little bit easier is if you had the right wrench instead of trying to guess with a crescent wrench. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to tighten it.
It's expanding.
Oh, this is so dumb. No.
Yep, that's it.
No.
Nope. Yep.
Still too loose. Okay, wait. I think I got it.
Yeah.
It might be
There,
also.
the air portion, yeah,
Oh, are we gonna need to take it, like take off things on the
maybe.
inside? Oh, bummer. So, let me see.
It's just a nozzle or nipple, but it's a 90-degree. I'm just using the right terms for the right
Is it?
term.
I don't think it is the right term. I think you just call everything that. Oh, this is.
Oh,
Did you
boy.
notice I grabbed the exact wrong?
There's a lot of things that are wrong here. I don't know. She asked me, like, what's...
Let's not get into it.
You don't want to get into it. Okay.
Every time I come out here, the barn's rearranged.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's evolving. Yeah, you're gonna have to fix that.
So I have to take off the.
Nurple, we'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do that when we get inside to unscrew these windows then, because that's going to be a whole thing.
Good idea.
All right, back to the vent area here. There's a pretty good ridge right here where the paint was butted up to that vent. So I'm going to just take this scraper, try to knock down the ridge, get any of this butyl up so it doesn't gum up our sandpaper, and just try to make this a little bit nicer of a surface. The main thing is I don't want to gouge into the fiberglass too much, but just see, that's a biggie right there. There we go. Topper's doing pretty good. We've got a little bit more sanding left to go, but it is quiet hour. We do have neighbors, so we're gonna cool it with the sanders for a little bit. And this guy is excited to shimmy on under there.
Oh, I'm excited for sure. It's my favorite job. I wish, if only there could be a black tank under here with me.
A black tank? Mm-hmm. Well, we could arrange for that to happen. Got a few laying around. Oh, you might have to suck it in. Oh. Babe, you don't break the thing. I don't think you
Let's worry about me and not about.
Do you need the mask on anymore?
Yeah, it's.
You're never gonna.
There's a haze. There's a haze in the air. You and your aggressive sanding techniques.
I don't know if the creeper was our best idea. I could lift the topper. Oh, you're doing it.
Welcome to my workspace. I don't know how this inner structure is held in here other than maybe just by the windows themselves. But there's a whole, just inner finished fiberglass in here. And the only screws I see are the ones for the windows. Now, it doesn't mean that can't be held in with some sort of epoxy, but I guess taking the windows out will answer that question.
There he goes. Maybe the horn's holding that all together.
Right. Well, if I get
Or your purple nerf.
guillotined underneath here, we know what happened.
It was that horn.
Well, we definitely don't want that inner fiberglass. Is that fiberglass?
Yes, definitely
Yeah,
fiberglass.
we don't want it flapping down.
Right.
As soon as this window comes out, this piece here is going to be very fragile.
Fragile.
I don't know, what we have to be careful with it. I feel like for the sake of the YouTube Film Award show, I should come under there and record you.
I feel like you should probably get on this creeper and do that.
I don't think you thought I actually would. My big head can't even fit under there. Hey, I can try to see if there's anything.
Wait, did I volunteer to come underneath here?
I think so.
I don't think I did.
So here's between the two layers. I see maybe a wasp nest, insulation. I don't know.
Okay.
It's really hard to see.
Okay. Well, I can definitely tell you that it's flappy. The inner portion is flappy now that it's separated in certain spots from the window. This is a lot of work. I didn't sign up for this. I don't like where this is going. Can you hold up on that or do something with your free hand? I feel like that's gonna... Oh, that's the way to do it. Okay, how long can you hold your leg that way?
I don't know. How long do I have to hold it?
I'll be done in 3 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
All right, that's it. Okay.
All the screws are out.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to shimmy around maybe.
Okay.
Like it's painted into place. At least on the top. The bottom, oh.
Okay, the inner structure is free from it.
Is that inner structure really only being held up by this window? See this, yeah, it's caulked. And I'm assuming,
Careful.
assuming there's some kind of butyl. Oh, this could be a while. Oh man, nerve-wracking. Why is the term one false move?
I don't know.
All right. Oh, come on. All right, question.
Okay.
You're not in some way holding the window in. It doesn't even feel close. I actually thought they were just gonna kind of fall out. Did we try to put a piece of wire like seesaw? I'm afraid if I pry, I'll break the fiberglass. Maybe if I can get some of this butyl out of there. It could be a while.
Let me get out of here. See if I have anything. This is supposed to be for windshields. There.
Oh, okay. You have this tool?
For cutting windshields out.
I can't believe we have a specialty tool.
We have all kinds of specialty tools. I could buy more. I mean, it's not guaranteed to do everything we need it to do, but it does a pretty good job, it looks like, so far.
I'm sure we have this tool. What an ingenious tool that we own.
Got ideas?
No, but I mean, are you 100% sure nothing on the inside's holding it? Feels like something's still holding it, no?
100%? I'm never 100% sure of anything.
Who said 100%?
Didn't you?
No. Did I?
Aren't you 100% sure there's nothing in there?
I don't know. I think you're delusional.
Let's rewind the tape.
I mean, are you 100% sure?
Somebody went back and watched the tape. I'm 100% sure of what I said. And I'm 100% sure of what Christy said.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
That is some serious stuff. Oh, oh, that is falling. This thing is falling. There's a piece of wood in my finger. Okay, wait, I'm holding a lot of things. Oh, shoot, babe.
It's going to have to fall.
No, it isn't, because that's going to do some things to the other side. So I'm going to try to hold it. You got the window? Oh my gosh. No, we need it up on, like, prop it up on something. Because I don't want it to, like, break because the other side can't come down.
Huh. Well, that's... The whole thing came down. The windows are all that holds it in. That makes sense.
We have our work cut out for us, as we knew we would. And so we're going to figure out a plan. We're not worried in the least.
Not 100%.
We're just tired. 100%. See you tomorrow.
Good night. All right, just a quick update. We got the window out on this side. We got the gunk off around the outside edge there. We've got the inner structure is down all the way around, which means the horn finally came off, which obviously you know that because old Toots McGee over here.
You had to cut the NERP to get it down.
The NERP is gone. But anyway, we've got it all sanded down, and now it's time to move on to the next phase.
Yeah, wait, let me show. This is the tool that did pretty well at getting the gunk off. It was butyl and some like adhesive strip, so this is it. Tyler is going to put the air compressor to use, and we're going to blow all the dust off it, wipe it, get it all ready to do some repairs.
How am I going to get in here?
So you might not be able to see, but Tyler has a marker in his hand, and he's going to try to shimmy through the lower window. We did end up dropping that center.
I can't shimmy.
You're going to shimmy.
I can't shimmy.
Dang now.
My body's not like it used to be. Yeah, we got to do something different.
We're going to figure out a new plan for that. But we did decide to drop this all the way down so that we could re-insulate. It's going to need new insulation all the way around. The insulation that is left in there is not wonderful. We have to lift this then to get under there. Hopefully not too far. That's probably good.
That's probably good.
So the whole point of this, is we have noticed when you're on the inside looking up that there's some spots where you can kind of see light through better than others. We want to mark those before we get too far into this because we're not going to necessarily fix them right now, but the next step is patching any. We've got some little holes here.
This little guy was in your insulation.
No, see, we definitely need new insulation. Golly. Take him to the spider sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. He's going right there right now. All right, so I crawled underneath here, trying to inspect for spots where there's light showing through. And I can see one there. That's a pretty good one. So what we'll wind up doing is filling that with the glazing putty from the outside, but I also bought fiberglass and resin to get some of the thin spots in here. And we'll just do some patchwork with that stuff on the inside. So we've got our spots marked on our inside and on our outside. These are the pinholes that we could see light through. Not necessarily holes in the fiberglass, but just some bright spots that tells us it's a little thin. So what we're going to take is this polyester glazing putty, and we're going to spot putty the outer spots where we were seeing those like pinholes of light, and we're also going to wipe the cracks.
Say what?
Where there's been like tree branches or stuff like that that smacked it over time. Just trying to fill in those tiny little spots. That way when we eventually paint it, hopefully it's not a glaring eyesore.
Don't forget to wipe your cracks.
Just going to wipe some wax and grease remover on here to make sure we get some good adhesion with our polyester putty. I'm just going to hit the spots, hit the spots that actually look like what's going to get wiped. See?
Oh, yeah.
Another thing that blowing this off and wiping it down does is it actually highlights the areas that are obvious cracks sometimes.
Holy cow. It's like a tornado. Dang, hang in there, Harvey. Looky there, okay. So this is a 2-part deal, and we've got the perfect mix guide. So if you do a puddle, that circle, you do a hardener the length of that line, you get the perfect mix.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't say how deep your puddle should be. Well, maybe it does. We didn't read that close.
I'll mix it like that.
Beauty.
So what you want to do is you want to take your putty and you want to fold it over on itself. You don't want to stir it. You don't want to, no, what's the word I'm looking for? You just want to make it.
Agitate it.
You don't want to agitate it. You don't want to create air bubbles is what you're trying to avoid. So you want to get a nice consistent color out of it. A beautiful light blue. Some may call it a turquoise. Sky blue. I don't know. But that's what you're looking for, is just some consistent color there. All right, so we see our hole here. We got our putty. I'm just going to give it the old gloop glap.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we'll wind up doing probably is sanding these, and you can always come back after the fact. You sand it, you find a spot that you missed, or you find a spot that needs a little bit more putty, and you just come back and you add to it. Sand it again.
Good. All right, I'm gonna hit stop. I'll be your tape remover gal.
Okay, right here.
We got most of the tape spots with that last batch. Tyler's whipping up another batch now. We're gonna hit some more spots, and then I think we're gonna try to go down. There's a seam in the fiberglass here that's a little rough. You can see that white line.
All right, you ready for the...
So we're gonna try to cover that whole seam.
Big
Might
stuff?
take a few batches.
All right, let's do
Yeah, do it.
All right.
This stuff does dry instantly. Feels like, wow.
It doesn't dry slow.
Oh, you're coating the whole shebang.
It dries and sands easy. You're gonna thank me.
I know, but it costs $8,000 a tube.
Oh my gosh. You and your business acumen. We're always looking at the overhead here. All right. And all right, now I'm gonna hit a couple of these little spots actually, because I only mixed up enough.
This one was like a hole right here. We just didn't tape it.
Okay. You can see that one wants to pop through a little bit.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right, where? Here?
Yep, right there.
Okay, there's a couple up here. No. Was there one on the other side? Yeah, I see it.
Run. Yeah, so while he does that, we do have our work cut out for us also on these windows. And it's a project because we want them in for the stability, but they need to be redone. Like all the seals, we're gonna have to replace this stuff. These are shrunken, too short. There's other seal material down at the bottom. So the screens need to be redone. So we're gonna have to do something with those. It probably won't be in this video, but hopefully you're in it for the long haul with us and you'll stick around and see how it all comes out.
I want to know how it comes out.
Tyler worked his magic with the body filler. Now it's time to sand.
Let the games begin.
Okay, we're back out here. We are taking shelter in Lady Bird right now because we just blew off the topper out there one more time. Get some dust. We're gonna wipe it down, but it is dusty out there. So we're gonna get out there in just a second and get this primer on. We let the mushroom cloud settle. Tyler was very excited about this squirt bottle for some reason.
It's just a squirt bottle.
Well, that's what I thought.
I think it's way better than dumping it onto a rag and wiping it on. So anyway.
So more of that same degreaser stuff. Just gonna give it a wipe down, let it dry a few minutes, if that, however long it takes. And then we are gonna prime this bad boy.
I was excited about this for some reason. What?
Are you weird about microfiber?
I am. I hate microfiber.
Some people just can't stand the touch of it.
I cannot. It,
Really?
Yeah, it really clings to my calluses.
I think this looks good as is.
I would put some clear coat on it and call it a day.
Well, let's do that.
Christy's excited and ready to get started. But I wanted to tell you real quick what we're going to be using. We're not sponsored by Eastwood in any way, but we are going to be using this Optiflow roll-on paint system. So it is designed for automotive use. You can see this guy painting his second-gen Camaro here, and it's turning out great. So anyway, Christy's going to roll this on. We did get the kit. It comes with a mixing cup, a roller. What else did it come with, Chris?
I don't know. That's it.
Okay, that's it. And it's a two-part epoxy, so we are going to try it out and hopefully it lays down smooth. So we are going to do more than one coat. We're going to put the first coat on, let it flash for 30 minutes, and then we're going to come back and hit it again. And if that doesn't look right, we'll wait another 30 minutes, and we won't wait another 30 minutes, and then we'll do it a third time. All right, let's see how it goes.
Okay, we've got the primer here. Tyler's show him some chunks.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
lumpy like oatmeal.
We're gonna have to stir that up for a few. We went with gray. They had, I think, gray and black. Can we just, I don't think we're gonna do a real dark top color. And then this is the catalyst that's gonna make that harden like it should, so.
And plus, I mean, the primer does ultimately affect the color somewhat, but we're also going to put a sealer over the primer too at some point.
Are we really?
Oh, we're going full on.
Okay, we should have never painted spray bomb next time.
All right, now it's time to put it in our mixing cup. Now we're going to, the ratio that it calls for is a 1-to-1 mix. So we're going to put in our paint, probably line 2 to 3 here, and then we will put in our catalyst line 2 to 3 over here, whatever.
I mean, I feel like we did watch a video of some people using this, and they put this stuff on thin, so.
Yeah, I will say it looks like they were dry rolling it pretty much.
So if you see me dry rolling it, it's normal. Right. But if you make too much, you just have to throw it away because it's only good for 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I say we make, you know, a little bit, and if we have to make more, we can.
All right, next up is our catalyst here. And we got about 2 in there, so we're gonna put roughly our 1-to-1 mix. We'll do right to about there. All right.
All right. It doesn't feel like a lot for this whole thing, but we'll see. If it starts running low, we'll just whip up some more real quick.
Right. Okay. Mix this up real quick.
It is watery.
That is watery.
Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need
Well,
5 or 6 coats of this stuff.
Well, you don't want, I mean, automotive primer is pretty thin stuff to begin with. This looks like you could spray it, really. So hopefully it rolls on and just lays down beautifully. We'll see how that goes.
All right, on the clock. Gotta move quick. Look how watery that is. Oh my god.
It is pretty thin.
So should I, like, I don't know, if this was house paint, I would try to get a bunch off, but.
No, I think you're just going to wind up dry rollering it just like in the ads.
Oh, here, I guess. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So ready?
Yeah.
It said big, long strokes. I don't know.
Act like you've been here before.
Look at our body work. Perfect.
Oh, man. Look at you go.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you guys have tried this roll-on primer. I mean...
Okay, whoops. It does say go over it several times, spread it out. A lot of times you don't want to do that with stuff, but I can't even reach.
And obviously it is pretty thin, so you can see through it, this first coat anyway.
I gotta get right here. Yeah, these edges are a little tricky because I'm pulling it off the flat when I do that. Man, okay, I'm gonna have to keep moving.
Yeah.
But it's not terrible. What are those? Those are holes or just little
I can't tell.
Chips.
Well, we'll have to, we may have to
Just
throw a
fill
little
it.
putty on there.
Puddle it.
Yeah, no, you're not solving anything by puddling it. Gosh, this isn't house paint.
Puddle it.
No, that's not how it works.
Don't puddle it. Oop. Hey. Puddle a little.
Don't, no,
Okay,
stop.
okay. Man, being on the clock really makes me nervous.
Yeah, this is it's a pretty big real estate space here to be.
I think I just went over a spider, babe.
It's all right.
All right, couple big sweeping strokes.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to keep going over what I already did.
Right. On to the next part.
No, it said go. It said go over it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I see.
And then end with like big smooth down. Like you really have to smooth it down yourself, I think.
Okay. Yeah. And so by the time you get done with the rest of it, this will be dry and flashed and you can come back to it right away. So essentially you're going to be painting for the next 90 minutes at least.
I like painting.
Good. This is the part I do not like. And that would be roller painting. You got a couple little dribbies down
Boy,
there.
here it comes. Okay.
Yeah, you want to get the dribbies there. Okay. All right, you feeling confident?
I'm feeling good. I'm just gonna keep going.
It does lay down pretty nice. I mean, granted, as thin as it is, it should.
Yeah. It's a race against the clock.
All right, what do you think, Earl?
Earl.
Yeah, Earl.
It turned out good. Earl.
Do you guys remember Earl Scheib from like 40 years ago where he would paint any car for, I think, $99.99?
Right. I'll paint any car for just $99.95.
Like $100 paint job.
I remember Mako. I don't know. We didn't have Earl Scheib in Michigan, I don't think.
Yeah, Earl Scheib.
Is it an Ohio thing?
I think he was nationwide, but yeah, I mean, paint got expensive and labor's not cheap either. So,
hey, my labor's cheap. This turned out great. We ended up using the first batch, which was 4 ounces, and then we made another 6, and then another 2. 12. I think we used, does that make sense? We used whatever the numbers are on that cup, 12 of those.
Math is hard.
So it covered well. It revealed that we do have a couple pinholes, but it's nice to be able to see them, identify. We'll get those patched up. Right now we're fighting the clock though. That took me, wait, what, you were keeping track, 25 minutes?
Yeah, it took you closer to 30.
Okay.
You better get hopping.
Well, we've got the inspector out here looking over our work from last night, and I think she approves. I also think she believes there's something living in here, and hopefully there's not.
We were out late last night getting the second coat on. The temperature started to drop, and it took a while for that first coat to flash. So anyway, we got the second coat on. It looks really good. We did wind up using 2/3 of a quart to get our 2 coats on there, and it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, so the plan now is we've got all these things to do to be able to get this on top of the van. It'll be another month for us to get this video out if we try to do all those. So we're gonna split that into the next video. And if you've come this far, hopefully you stick around and watch. We're gonna have to get the windows put back together, insulation in here. We need to get that inner shell back up where it goes, and then create a drip rail, figure out how to attach it, and then hoist this whole sucker on top of the van. I think that's it. Easy peasy.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of firsts for YouTube here because I've done a lot of research on how to get this together, and I haven't seen anything even somewhat similar, like the drip rail and all the things that are going to have to happen in order for that to be put onto the van.
Yeah, we're going to be bending metal and all the things. So we hope you tune in. We got into a lot of work here we didn't really plan on. When we had this down, we thought, why would we put it up and then try to sand it and primer it and all those things? Let's just get it in primer now. So we went in a little direction we weren't planning to, but glad we did. It's looking great. We're fixing some of the problems it had, and it's going to be amazing once it's back up on the van.
That will be amazing. Be sure and check out our next video. Things are about to get interesting.